We're live.
We are live.
We're live.
We're live.
We're live.
And we got some
just for you.
We got some stuff to talk about, don't we?
Quite a bit, yeah.
Quite a bit of things to talk about. So looking forward to it. Hello, all.
I'll let you
now. Oh, okay, Billy. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'll let you start with everything. Go ahead.
Hello, all that are watching now or on the replay. Welcome to the Outspoken Ones show on here on YouTube. We got some things we're gonna talk about today. We hope y'all would love to interact with us in this discussion as we move forward. What you got, Billy?
I'm gonna go ahead and play this intro if you're ready, because I think you're ready. All right,
I'm ready, man.
All right. Lovely.
Beautiful.
Lovely. So we've got several topics lined up to talk about, some things that are trending. I want to jump to one right now that just came up about a half hour ago, if you wouldn't mind.
Go for it.
All right. So Caitlyn Jenner, I guess I'm assuming everybody is familiar with her. Man, it's wild, man. Wow. So apparently there's a Jenner coin.
The Jenner coin.
Serious, man.
I know, man.
We will solely be focused on Jenner. It shows a dollar sign in front, so I'm assuming Jenner coin, and expected to hit 50 million market cap on the first 24 hours. I cannot believe it. I'm not promoting this, by the way. So you do whatever you want to do with it.
Right. This is just information. This is not promotion.
Been up for about an hour, right? Been up for about an hour now. So I'm just gonna play, what she has to say here, and you can take it from there. So I'll go ahead and pull.
Hold on, before you hit play.
Yeah, no problem.
Are they going live today?
It's already up, man.
It's up now.
Yeah, it's up.
Okay. All right.
It's you can read. It's right here. It says pump.fun. So they're pumping it. Apparently, they're trying to, but so she reposts like people's posts making $100,000. Some wallet bought over 100 grand. There's an $8,000 left. I don't know.
What's the opening price?
Man, don't ask me, man. I don't know.
I got you. I'm sorry. Well, I'm gonna have to look, man. I am. I gotta look, man.
All right, man. Go ahead and look, man. It's on pump.fun.
Oh, so it's on its own exchange.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's on pump. It says pump.fun, man. You're pumping for fun, man.
Right.
And that may be a serious place for anybody watching. I don't know. I'm not familiar. So
yeah, we don't know anything about it.
Let me just play the video where she
go for it.
All right. Let me blow this thing up here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh Lord, what just happened? There we go. I'll just play it from here. I ain't gonna go full screen.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, everybody. Caitlyn Jenner here. I just got back from the golf course, so I kind of look like this, but a lot's been going on today. And yes, this crypto is on my account is real. Sophia, my CEO of the company, has done an absolutely phenomenal job, and I couldn't be more proud of her. And so if you want to get in on this, get in a hurry. Okay, get in right now.
Right now. So there you go. She wasn't hacked. Said she repeated on here she wasn't hacked. It's real deal. Video from her. She put MAGA on here. I guess she's doing political stuff too, but whatever. So there you go, man. Pump and dump, I guess. I don't know what the whole thing is. Somebody said they just went in all in on Jenner at 18 million. I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Somebody don't know what's going on, y'all. I just looked. It was confusing to me. So,
So Caitlyn Jenner shows 123,000.
7 million, 7.5 million.
7 million, yeah. That's what their value is, 121 plus they've made. So
yeah, it's up. It's up 121
plus
thousand right now.
So I guess if you buy and you get in, say like 5,000 on Jenner after an hour, it's worth 120,000. I'd be letting it roll. Be letting it roll.
Hmm.
Hey man, I know how you are, man. You go there.
I can use 120 right now.
Well, go in there and get
I
you
probably
some.
already missed it, man. You know?
WTF is going on? Yeah, that was an hour ago. I should have probably just told you when I saw it because that was like right when they posted it.
I don't see it in here.
No, but I told you it's on. She put the link.
No, I'm on the thing right now. I'm looking at it. I just don't buy. I don't buy on exchanges I'm unfamiliar with, man. I just don't.
So 10,000 plus bought or sold. Yeah. So anyway, there you go. Caitlyn Jenner launches a meme coin. It goes to 20 million market cap in 1 hour. So there you go.
Interesting.
I wanted to bring that up because I thought that was
that's breaking news. You know, that is
that's kind of wild.
It's something to know. I mean, you know, our community knows early. I won't say first, but you guys know early.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're not
if you're
promoting
watching
it because
in the last hour. Yeah, you do what you want with it. If you lose your, or if you make a lot of money, you can comment. Let us know that too.
If you make a lot, drop some in, to support the channel.
There you go. Yeah, right down below there. I got a link in the description, man.
Links in the description, man.
Right on over. Yeah.
Because you heard it here first, right?
You did. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, she put a little tip for me in there, like extra $5. Something like that. Anyway, so we were going to talk about some F1, some IndyCar. Trump got some heckling from a crowd of some independent, well, not independents, but lose my mind. Libertarians. Thank you.
So my question about that, and I know we haven't gotten to this yet, but I'm just, so is he switching parties? Is that what's going on?
No. He's trying to pull those folks in to vote because
he's trying to bring the libertarians over to the Republican for this
particular election.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So,
I didn't know if the Republicans weren't nominating him or not. I didn't know.
No, he's nominated by the Republican Party.
Right.
The RNC's already nominated. He's everybody else has dropped out. He's president. He's a presidential candidate.
Right.
So apparently, people were booing and stuff. There's more clips to play. I'm not going to get into all those clips. If you want to go and look at all of them, you can. But they're booing him at one point and heckling him and all. And he's like, he makes some comments back at him. So he wants him to come vote. I guess I don't know what majority of that party will vote for. And there's several other candidates other than just them two, Biden and him, and even Kennedy Jr., Robert Kennedy Jr. So
he's going independent, right?
He is independent. I believe he's independent. I'm pretty sure. And
I believe he's independent.
Stein, I believe she's running. Jill Stein, I think it is. She's ran the last few elections, or last two, I believe. I know 2016 for sure. Maybe I'm wrong, but anyway, so that we have that going on, and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. passed out like rubber chickens. Apparently, we'll just hop right to that. We can just go right into it.
Let's go right to it.
I'm even gonna go now. I had this in a different order, but
it's all good.
That's
rubber chickens.
I mean, we're talking about rubber chickens, man. Rubber chickens, bro.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I guess that's where we are, man.
But RFK has been passing these out. These are rubber chickens he was giving out to people here at the convention, David, telling them, debate Bobby. And so they say tonight people are going to be squeezing these, I guess, when Trump's on the stage because they want to see him to take him on the debate stage. But RFK has.
All right. So, yeah, apparently he won't debate Kennedy Jr. here, but he's passing out these rubber chickens. Debate Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
So there's plenty of stuff on there you can go watch if you want to get into the political aspect of things. There you can go hop on that. And while we are outspoken ones, really, I don't know. I don't have much to say on rubber chickens. I guess it's if it proves to be true that he actually, that was Fox News reporting that, saying that he handed them out. So if that's the case, he wants all the smoke. He wants it all. He's I mean, he's clamoring, man. So yeah, maybe they should have a debate, because there's two debates coming up, and it's him and Biden, and I know Kennedy's not on there, so maybe that's what he's trying to push. I don't know, but rubber chickens, man.
Rubber chickens.
Rubber chicken.
Rubber ducky, you're the one.
Yeah,
Just brings that back to me.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah, that was Bert, right? Or was it Ernie?
I don't know, man. This is
Well, they used to take baths together, didn't they? Bert and Ernie.
Nah, they ain't take baths.
It was
Nah, they ain't take no baths.
Bert.
It's Bert's rubber ducky.
Right.
Yes.
I think so.
Take baths together. You're crazy, man.
I can't remember which one's which now.
So one of the other topics we wanted to get into was squatters. We really wanted to talk about that.
All right, we're gonna open with that, but this is
we wanted to talk, we wanted to get into that because it seems to be an issue, or it's put out into the media, social media, not just mainstream media, but like on social media. It's a big topic for people. People are really into it. When I say
and needingly so, because if someone's squatting your property, then you're losing money because you can't have a paying person in there.
So look, and look, I don't want to come off as Billy Badass or nothing like that. I want to ask a question and get your response and see what you say. But if I walked into a property that I don't own any property, for the record, I don't own anything like this. But if I owned a piece of property and it was vacant and I have keys, it's mine, and I walked in there and someone was in there and we're at an impasse where I'm not leaving, what do you think would take place?
I'm pretty sure I know what would take place, especially in Florida.
Florida. Ain't nobody talking about I'm just talking about I ain't talking about rule laws.
Isn't that where the video?
No, it's Georgia.
Oh, Georgia. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
the video.
Because I was thinking about in Florida.
No, I'm asking you I'm telling you any state. Let me rephrase it.
I don't want to. I don't know, Billy. You got to say what you would do. I don't know what you.
No,
would
I'm asking you. You know
what
me.
I would do.
No, you know me well. If I came into
I would remove them.
Okay, well, I wouldn't remove them.
You wouldn't?
No, they wouldn't be able to be removed. They have somebody to come get them. So
I got you. I understand that. That's a last resort.
Yeah, but see, I don't think that way though. I feel like if I'm in a situation where someone is in a piece of property that I own, and you startle me to that point where you broke in there or you're trespassing there, you're trying to cause harm to me. That's how and I'm not making this shit up.
You have breached the threshold.
Now you could say, "Oh, well, you're overdoing or you're being whatever," but that's how I think. Like, I think that way in my own place. If somebody comes into my territory, it's like, you're not coming here to be friendly.
Right.
Now, you may feel like, well, you are, but that's not how I take it. I take it as you're a threat. And if I'm in a position where I come in somewhere and someone's in there, because I've had that happen to me years ago, where I've come into a piece of property and someone was going out the window with stuff. So, and some people didn't get out of the window. So, if you have a past of something that's happened to you, and you walk into a piece of property that's yours, and someone confronts you, you may have a different mindset than what just be nice, and they're trying to find. I understand all that. That's fine. But the brain sometimes doesn't click like that.
I don't think, I don't think that someone would think about being nice when because you're a threat. If someone's in your property and they're not supposed to be there, and you see them, that's a threat to me.
So why does the law allow that to be a case where you would be at fault for something that you've done? That's what I'm getting at.
I think the issue is when people call instead of just going in and claiming their property. I think that's the issue. When they call and say, they call the police and were like, "Hey, I want you guys to remove them." I think that's where the issue comes in, because because of the
So like you're
so-called
saying, the
squatters'
scenario is
rights.
you walk up and you see, well, somebody's in my home. So you back off and call the police, and then you're screwed at that point. You're saying because the law protects them in certain places.
In certain places, and if they broke in, none of this makes sense to me.
You're trespassing.
None of this makes sense to me because whether you broke in 10 minutes ago, 10 hours ago, 10 days ago, you broke in to a location that didn't belong to you. Right?
It's like saying, well, because I think somebody mentioned this. I think I saw it on here, and it was like, mate, if we're talking about just going into someone's home illegally, okay, we're talking about breaking and entering and going in and making yourself comfortable. It's like saying, well, the car was just sitting there, nobody was driving it, so
Right.
I take it for a drive. No, that's grand theft auto. That's stealing a car.
Right.
So, what's the difference in stealing a home? So, anyways, this is in Georgia. So they signed a bill about a month ago. Governor Kemp did, from what I was reading earlier. It's not Florida. I'm pretty sure Florida did something not too long ago, but this is Georgia. So I'm gonna play this clip here. Let me see how long. It's 4 minutes long. We don't have to play the whole clip if we don't want, but we can play it and
Oh yeah, just do it for context.
All right, so I'll go ahead and put it on, and let's go ahead and this is coming from WSB-TV, I guess News Channel 2, their YouTube channel. So it's directly from them.
Right? Yeah, give them credit.
Yep, Georgia's news. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and play this.
Georgia's new tougher penalties against squatters are now the law of the land.
The new law comes after a series of Channel 2 Action News investigations exposed the loophole squatters were taking advantage of. Now, consumer investigator Justin Gray
Can you hear that?
into how local police departments are using their new powers to criminally charge squatters.
Karen, we've been reaching out to police departments, solicitors general, and local magistrates about this to see if criminal citations are now being written to squatters. Many of the departments tell us they are still trying to figure out how all this is going to work, but South Fulton has already created a special task force just to go after squatters, armed with the authority of this new. They are still trying to figure out how all this is
go in the house and see that that law changed the other day. That law changed the other day.
When police officers knocked on the door of this South Fulton home this month, armed with new powers to cite squatters criminally on the spot, the suspected squatters ran out the back door.
All these fake leases, and I got receipts for this, and I rented this. No. That's over with.
So we're basically putting these squatters on notice. The laws change.
Y'all squatting in my house.
It was a very different scene earlier this spring when police were called to Paul Callan's DeKalb County home.
They'll break in your house and then use the law to stay in there.
Where is it? You have the lease, man?
I do.
Don't worry about that. Yeah, bro, you got a full lease.
Police body camera video was rolling as officers were handed what they suspected was a fake lease.
So you got somebody with a fake lease?
Yeah, I think the lease is fake, but it's no way I can prove it.
So the officers just left, told Callens and the suspected squatter it's not a criminal matter.
This will take time. Like, we can't put you out, because we're not here for that. And he'll have to deal with it with law courts and so that.
They shouldn't be in there for, a minute. They should be, out immediately.
Are you selling a squatter home right here? After an exclusive Channel 2 Action News hidden camera investigation and a series of viral Channel 2 Action News squatter stories, Georgia lawmakers rewrote the law on squatters, spelling out that this is a crime that must be dealt with in magistrate court in a matter of days, not weeks or months.
Well, this is no longer a civil matter. Once this law was passed, it has now became a criminal offense.
Hi, yeah, it's Justin Gray from Channel 2. Are you squatting in this home? No, I'm not. You're not? This is one of the first houses South Fulton police have visited under the new law just last week. They determined the suspected squatter is in the eviction process with the corporate landlord who is looking to recoup $60,000 in unpaid rent. You feel like you all can react quicker now?
Absolutely. I think with the current law that is now in effect, we will be able to react more proactively.
Let's go back to Paul Callan's home. Channel 2 Action News cameras were there the day marshals evicted Takesha Bailey from the house. But look what we found right down the street a few weeks later.
Criminal trespass notice. DeKalb Marshals, been evicted by the DeKalb Marshals office.
Jane Doe evicted here according to the paperwork, but look at the belongings. See anything familiar? How about the same suitcase? We noticed the luggage tag here, Takesha Bailey. That's the same woman at the other home. According to court records, the alleged squatters here claim to have been scammed. That's the same thing Takesha Bailey says about Paul Callen's house. Bailey told me in an Instagram message that she's no squatter, that she is a scam victim who was evicted from suspected squatter homes twice in a month.
So yeah.
This is crazy. Like I literally just spent half of my tax money to move in here. I'm here with my kids.
It's crazy because they're just gonna find the next victim and get out of that one.
But under the new Georgia law, suspected squatters now will immediately be issued a criminal citation.
I've heard Melinda. So y'all pass it on around. All this squatting.
And so under the new Georgia law, suspected squatters are supposed to immediately be issued a criminal citation and have 3 days to present a lease. If that lease is fraudulent, this goes from a misdemeanor case to a felony. Another thing with the new law is that it doesn't have to just be the homeowner who reports this. Now anyone, a neighbor, an HOA can call police and say, we want you to investigate this squatter home.
And it looks like what you found, though, was some of the people renting the homes didn't know they were squatting. They were giving their money to a company that was being bad with them.
We see that in some cases. We also see people saying that, and that is what gets worked out in court. That is what these magistrate courts are going to decide.
Wow.
Well,
you know what got me is when we got to the part in the video, and this is a squatter house, and in the window it's got no trespassing.
Like they put the sign there.
Trespassing sign in the
Yeah, but
window.
that takes the heat off of them if they put that in the window, though.
Off
As
of
if
who?
like the person staying in there. So like if I'm squatting, I put that up in the window, like, hey, you know, I know better. Here's the rule: don't come up in here. So go and get.
Man, I tell you, man, I see, because I don't understand how that's not breaking and entering.
Well, like he said, the law, the courts have to decide if you were sold a lease by Joe.
No, I can understand that.
Well,
but some of these people ain't paying no money, man.
Well, here's the thing. How about this? When I come show up, and if it's mine, and I didn't give you a lease, they still need to go. That's how that needs to work.
Absolutely.
I don't. You know, I get people need places to live. I get if your home's vacant, but people cause damage. People do stuff. You might be getting ready to show it. You might be getting ready to move your elderly parent in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't just roll up in somebody's house, man. First of all, I'll say this. If someone sells you a lease, what about the utilities? What about, did you go turning that on? Did they tell you everything's included how much money are you paying these people? If it's too good to be true, then most likely it is.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that's in Georgia. I don't know what they're, I guess they're starting to implement it now. And
this is probably going to change federal law as well. I think it's going to change federal law.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what federal law would, states have their own rights, their own laws. So I don't know what federal would even,
I don't think they would get involved, or it'd just be blanket. Because you've got laws that happen within states that are federal crimes.
Yeah, but each state, when it comes to, housing, each state handles things differently. Mm-hmm. Requirements for lending, that. I mean, every state's different. So federally, I think you want less government, big government involved, and more state government involved in that.
Well, whatever's going to make it move faster, which is probably going to be local government, city and county government.
Well, that's going to depend on your local government. I mean, it's going to depend on how they handle things, look at things, I would say it depends on also whether or not they're affected, the people who are on the board.
Right.
They may be more sympathetic because they want to get a vote, but if they had one of their homes being squatted in, then they may feel like, hey, we need to change this law a little bit, or maybe make a law that's not in existence, change this stuff.
Right.
So very interesting. I would hate to be a homeowner and have property and come into a home that I felt was vacant, walk in and feel that uncertainty of that. Why are you in here? And faced with that challenge. I don't know. It takes Now, being sold the lease thing, that's the whole other, I don't know, man. I just feel like it would be a bad environment to be in. I guess you have to read the room, but sometimes, like I said earlier, the brain doesn't work like that depending on your past situations. You if you've had a situation that's happened to you, you may not want to read the room because you may have flashbacks of stuff that's already taken place and like, hey, it looked calm in this situation, but you don't know what the next room's providing. So
That's right.
And people don't, and they don't take that into account. They think, oh, well, he'll, when they come in, I'll just explain. Like, that's not how it works, man. It's just not for everybody.
It can be dangerous on both ends because you don't know. And that's what makes it dangerous, because if you're in somebody's property and someone's in your property and you're coming in to protect your property, you're not coming in with lollipops and popsicles.
Well, I'm not so much interested in protecting the property. I'm interested.
Well, I mean, what I'm saying. It's the point of you're in my property. You shouldn't be here.
Yeah, I don't. This is just me speaking on it. I could care less about protecting the property. I don't want to hurt anybody to protect the property. I'm worried about myself and anybody who's with me or who else would be in the property that I'm with.
All right,
so,
I understand that.
Yeah, as far as the property,
I mean, that's kind of but I know what you're saying as well. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, my mindset is I'm concerned about me. The hell with, now I care about the home as far as being tore up or taken care of. But when I come in there, I'm concerned about me, not the home, the walls, the kitchen, none of that stuff. Me. And if somebody comes on my property and if I'm there and other people are there, then we'll go from there. But as far as just the property goes, I mean, somebody pulls up, does a bunch of donuts in the yard and leaves, and it's a vacant property. I'm not going to go after that person for the I don't care about that. Insurance have to handle that. But I'm just talking about I protect person, not material things.
Property.
So that's just me.
I understand. No, I got what you're saying.
Yeah,
we're saying the same thing in a sense, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, okay.
You made it much more clear to me by saying it that way.
So I don't. If you were.
I don't feel like I got a whole lot to say about walking somebody in my house.
No. That's not. I didn't say you did.
No. I know that. What I'm saying is you did a good job by saying it the way
I'm
you said
clarifying. How I'm going to feel. I know how I'm going to feel about me, and if I have someone with me, the protections that needed to be afforded to them because of the situation and what needs to happen. Everything needs to cease to exist in the threat situation. And everything's a threat when I come in and someone's in there that's not supposed to be there.
True indeed.
Unfortunately. That doesn't mean I'm a badass. Like I said earlier, I'm not trying to come off as like, oh, I'm going to, that doesn't mean that. I mean, you could be hurt as well. That's why you got to be cautious when you go into these type of things.
Cautious and very careful.
You broke up there. What'd you say, buddy?
Cautious and very careful.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just telling you, I know how my thought process is that if you shouldn't be there, and I'm not expecting you there, there's an issue there. So it just sucks. Especially if you're being sold a lease that's not real, man. Go back to that one more time. So anyway, move on to something a little more lighthearted. There was the F1 race today in Monaco.
You think this is more lighthearted? But go ahead.
The Grand Prix?
Oh, the Grand Prix. Okay.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking about the Grand Prix, but I was thinking about the crash.
Oh, no. I wasn't saying the crash was lighthearted. I'm just saying the topic of
I got you.
The thrill and the excitement of the race and listening to the engines roar. Yeah, so he got me fired up on that whole other topic, man. I'm telling you, I feel for people who need a place to stay.
I know, man.
It just sucks, because I don't want to come off, like I said again, as being a prick, but I just cannot imagine walking in somewhere. And I'm going back, and I know I'm beating this topic again, but I just don't. I wouldn't want to walk in and see anybody, because even if you see something that's vulnerable that you feel like, okay, I got control of the situation, You don't know what else is in there. That's the thing.
You don't, right? You definitely don't know what else is going on.
You don't know what
absolutely
other things present themselves at a certain time. You know,
Mhm.
and again, going back to past experiences, sometimes you may feel like, okay, well, this situation's over. It's not over. So sometimes your mind will rerun like, okay, what did you learn? If you burn your hand on the stove, you know not to touch it again, right? You know not to touch it again. Why is it's an instant thing? You walk in a situation and you've been in before, you're automatically expecting, okay, I'm not gonna get burned again. So you gotta, it just sucks. Anyway, I hope that all works out, man, for all parties everywhere, and everybody can get that straight. It's probably not gonna happen anytime soon, but we'll move on to the Formula One, the Monaco 2024 race from today. We'll go ahead and put this back up on the screen here. The cool thing about F1 and Indy cars is that they run on the streets in this city.
That
And to
is
me,
so interesting
that's
to me.
fascinating, man.
Mhm.
Dangerous as hell.
Very.
Dangerous. Yeah, I guess, I said more lighthearted, but this is something people want to partake in, So it's crazy to see this stuff, big.
Yeah,
And,
man, it's blazing through the streets, man. And those fences, I don't know what grade level those fences are, but
well, they gotta be
they
walls,
gotta be right.
walls, and I mean, they got whoever the company is making this stuff. So I've got 3 different little clips I'm gonna pull up because there's a highlight page from the Formula1.com, and I'll put the links down below for this type of stuff so you can see it. Go back and watch it. If you get into this, this is something I haven't really been big into, but last year when they ran in Vegas, I found that to be pretty fascinating. I was like, man, I started getting into it a little more and watching it, and it's pretty cool. But this right here was a wreck here. Pull this up, man. Played it. Yeah, so well, I don't know. I haven't followed up on that part yet because
No, he wasn't injured.
Okay, so you found that out, then he was good. Okay, I was trying to get clips and trying to go to timestamps and find so we could just skip straight to stuff.
Yeah, it was, because his pit crew said, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" He was like, "Man, it was just unnecessary."
Yeah, well,
but I mean, these cars, the engineering on these cars must be incredible. Because even when we saw the Le Mans, when the kid that they made the movie about what was the movie? Gran Turismo, that did the Le Mans in one of these cars, and when he came, was it him? One of them came up a hill.
I didn't see the movie.
Oh, you didn't? Oh,
No.
I don't want to destroy it for anybody then. But
Yeah.
let me just say this: there
How
was
old
a
how old was the movie?
Oh, only a couple years, a year maybe.
Oh,
Gran Turismo. When
Well,
you come down,
you
we'll
can
watch it. I'll watch it
control-
again. Great movie because it was about a kid that they took kids that were playing the video game, right? And they put them into a real driving school and to see if they could really cut the mustard. And this kid, he had some tribulations, but he cut the mustard. And then he came and they won the freaking grant. They won it.
Okay. The Le Mans.
Yes.
It was a real
won it.
story.
This is a real story.
All right, we'll have to check it out. All right. So before we get into that, because this race here, I looked this up. So this is only 78 laps. Not only, it's 78 laps, but through the whole city. I mean, it's kind of wild, man.
Now, what's the distance on it? How many miles is that? I mean, I know they talk kilometers, probably would.
I don't know. I have no idea. Like the Indy 500, 500 miles, that's 200 laps. So this is 78 laps, but I don't know how big the track is.
Right.
For Monaco. I don't know what the layout
But it's
is.
actually been, it's built within the street of the city.
Look, I mean, it's like on the streets, man. I mean, watch this one here.
And actually, they say, from what I hear, these are the best built and engineered cars in the world.
Well, I'd imagine so, yeah. I'd imagine so. I mean, a Ferrari,
but you would,
Ferrari and McLaren. I mean, you got the top. Well, say top. I wouldn't say top produced, but the biggest engineering feats and aspects of cars. So I mean, look at them. I mean, you can hear them. Look how fast they move. I mean,
it's incredible. And those steering wheels. I don't know if you guys had an opportunity to see what the steering wheel looks like, but it looks
I'm gonna
like
show you that in
a
a second.
controller. Yeah.
Yeah. So in the Indy 500, there's a clip I'm gonna play where the guy he catches the wall, he just keeps it. And there's a clip on here. If you guys go watch this, if you watch it through, there's a caution light or a red light, and he's coming around a corner, and there's a car that's either stalled or going real slow, and he just yokes it. I mean, poof, real quick. He's spot on so fast. It's amazing the reaction time that these drivers have, and how the precision of the vehicle can handle that. Yeah, it's crazy. But right here, we'll go ahead and show the winner. Where we at? 652 here. Let me go ahead and got this screen, man. Pretty exciting, man. But while that was going on or finishing, the Indy 500, which is probably wrapped up now.
It should be wrapped now because they only had like 10 laps left, I think.
Yeah, when we were getting ready to get on. So let's see. Of course, unless they had a wreck or something,
No, it's completed.
It's done. 200. Yeah, I went ahead and refreshed just to make sure. So,
New Garden.
Okay. New Garden, yeah.
Yeah, New Garden, he won for Chevrolet.
Yeah, so 2 Chevys. So the difference we were looking earlier, difference in the F1 versus the Indy cars. Indy cars are Chevys and Hondas, and typically, and then the F1s are more of the like your Ferraris, your McLarens, stuff like that. So,
right. To the untrained eye, they look the same.
They do. They look very. To me, they look almost identical.
They look very, very similar. But I think it's in the engineering. I don't think it's not so much. I'm sure it's in the body, but I think. And look, there's a picture of the steering wheel that I was telling you about. It looks. I mean, to me, you guys, you can hop in the chat and say something about it, but to me, it looks like a game controller. I mean, it's lit up and it's got these buttons and they're shifting gears with the buttons.
So I'm gonna play this. Watch how this guy he saves this because it could have been disaster.
The ninja is fighting.
You see that?
On the rumble strip, and ladies and gentlemen, I have never seen a double save like that. And it's not just that he slid; he spun the tires up. You heard the engine RPM increased twice. That was
you hear him going by.
Yeah.
So
it's like airplanes, man, on the street.
It's wild. So this right here was from the IndyCar series actual Twitter feed, X feed. I'll post that up as well. But check this out. So this is the other thing I wanted to share. Vegas, man. They ran in the streets in Vegas, and it's going to come back. So tickets are available now for anybody who wants to go. Formula One or Formula One.
That's saying this year.
Yeah, it's saying that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So they ran it last year. I think it was the end of the year. They ran in Vegas, and it was a huge. I thought it was the beginning of this year, but I guess it was in the last year. It was a huge turnout, success. They brought in so much money for that 3 or 4 day event or that weekend. The tax revenue was so high. They were like, we'll always have. And look, it's throughout the city. That's what I was saying. So if you look in the background, some of these shots, you can see where the track is laid out in the streets.
Do you have a video of them racing?
I don't have that pulled up.
No. Oh, you don't have that? Okay.
No.
But I mean, there's a lot. It looks like a lot of shows. Of course, there's a lot of gambling.
Yeah.
And you got your blue man.
Yeah. So, and the reason why too is pulling up some stuff is because I try to keep it with, if I'm gonna pull something up, instead of having to pull up from someone who filmed it themselves, go to where it's being promoted. That way there's no issues with me showing it off, but you can go online and search this Las Vegas Grand Prix 2024, but it's right there in the streets. I mean, you can see it. I think to me, that's wild, man. Just on the streets of the city. And I don't recall a track being in Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
exactly.
I mean, not right
that's
there.
Incredible, man.
Yeah. So anyway, that's that, man. But you know, it's a dangerous sport, even for spectators. You saw that wall. The people, I saw that young lady. I think she was trying to run and trying to get out of there. So,
oh, the Ferrari movie.
mhm.
That's there were people killed. And it was shown in that movie. It was. You know what it was? I think it's the reason now why the reflectors in the road are indented versus protruding, because in that movie, it showed the guy. I mean, he was in the lead. He was so far ahead, and he was like, he was wide open.
Yeah, he's
He was
flying.
like, I'm going to gun it. And in the movie, it showed his tire just clipped one of those reflectors in the road, and he wiped out spectators. It was awe-striking the way they showed it.
So we got a comment about the steering wheel, actually.
Okay.
There you go, right there. So,
right, a Nintendo Switch. That's
what it looks like.
That's exactly what it looks like.
I was gonna say that because you put you or even for the remember the Wii, the Nintendo Wii had a like a they had a wheel, but they also the Nintendo didn't make it. Another company made it where it had like two pieces and you put the controller in it. So, appreciate the comment there. That's funny, man.
Alien 2518.
2518, man.
It's a cool name.
Yeah, thank you very much for the comment. That's what it looks like, though. It does look like a game control.
Looks it looks. I mean, and you got all that power. You've got all that power.
Yeah.
I mean, they're shifting gears and everything. I mean, I wonder. I guess at some point they probably did shift, on the column or something.
Man, at one point, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure. Well,
now just the advancement is just
right. Yeah, the
technology
engineering
is ridiculous, man.
And it's a one pin push. They pull that wheel comes right off, so they can get out of the car quickly and all that. Technology is amazing.
It is.
But just a few. These were trending topics tonight. We wanted to touch on some things that were popping off. That Jenner coin that came up. That was right when we were getting ready to go.
Right.
We had been on talking about everything we had, the links and stuff up for the screen. And that came up and I was like, it's not real. It can't be real.
She says it's going to the moon.
I heard that about some other things.
Yeah, me too.
So,
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll find out.
We shall see. But got anything else, Billy?
No, just make sure you guys subscribe, like the video if you can, share it if you want to, if you're able. We'll do every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We are live. We can, if you want some, kick us some suggestions on topics, we can do that. But we're going to try to touch on things that are hitting and whatever's happening, and give our opinions and voice our concerns or whatever it is we have. So,
yep, we had a really busy week this week, so we didn't do a midweek check-in. But every so often we will do a midweek check-in, and then there'll be shorts that drop as well. So just just stay engaged with us. Drop your comments, and share any things that you find that are interesting and humorous. And we'll be back, as you see at the bottom of the screen scrolling. We're on every like Billy just said, every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so we'll be here doing the lives. And also we're looking forward to I think we mention this every week about the Tyson and Paul fight. Seems like a lot of coverage has been going on with that. I don't know. I've been talking to a lot of different people about it, and a few of them have said that they don't even think that Jake Paul's really taking it as serious as it should. Like, he doesn't look like he's in great shape. Have you seen anything on that, Billy?
Hold on, he's not a boxer. I know he's boxed. I don't care. Look, he's boxed, but he's a YouTuber. Let's get
I get that, but he has shown up in his fights.
So he's shown up looking like he does right now.
I don't know. When he fought Fury.
Yeah.
I thought he looked like a boxer.
Okay.
Even in his performance at the fight, it was a close fight. It was a close fight. He lost
that though. Yeah.
He lost, but it was a close fight.
Okay,
It
so
wasn't,
you're
it wasn't overwhelmingly that.
You're saying he looks like he's completely worse shape than he was then.
That's not what I'm saying because I haven't.
I'm asking you.
That's what people are saying. That
Well,
he looks like he's
I
in
want
worse
your
shape.
opinion. I don't care what other people say.
Okay. Well, I haven't.
I want
I've
you to
seen.
size
Let me
him
say
up,
this
man.
from some of the pictures I've seen. But see, the thing about it, when you see these pictures, you don't know when these pictures were taken all the time.
I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and announce this right now. All right. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna decide the night of. But as of right now, I'm talking about deciding whether or not he's out of shape or not. Because
Gotcha.
I'm beautifully in shape. But I can tell you this.
Mhm.
Tyson's gonna whoop that thing, dog. That's just I mean,
You
I'm
know what?
telling you.
For the gray haired, I'm over 50 now, so I'm moving up in the elder stage. So I got to go root for Tyson. I would love to see a 57-year-old man whoop a 27-year-old's ass.
Right there. See that?
Oh, he's definitely, yes, he is better than Logan. Logan has given up. He's a wrestler now.
Well,
He's in the WWE.
I wouldn't say giving up. He's still that's got to be an athlete to be a wrestler. Now you already know
True.
this. Somebody who's
But it's
performing.
all
Okay, it's all scripted, right? Whatever.
right.
Look, man,
But the falls hurt, and sometimes you get hit, and some of those leaps and some of those other things, you feel all of that stuff. So I agree with you 1,000%. But it's different from boxing, okay?
All right, well, there you go. Tyson, man. Tyson's gonna tear him up. That's
he's with us. So Alien 22518 is with us. He's with the old guys. So he said
24, man. He's still a young man, but he
wants Tyson to win. Man, I'm gonna tell you what I want to see. I want to see Tyson give him one of them damn uppercuts, man.
Just
I haven't seen
one of them Nintendo uppercuts. Where put you, lay you down.
Exactly.
Lay you down.
That I haven't seen in a very long time.
That bad boy, it's over.
Yeah.
I watched a little press conference they had. He said, "Well, Buster Douglas knocked." He said, "You ain't Buster Douglas." He told him. What?
His life was in shambles when that happened too, man. But great Buster. I mean, he's in the book as a world champion.
But there was also the issue with the mouthpiece. You remember that he was trying to put the mouthpiece back in.
Oh yeah.
So there's a whole.
But he was out. When he think about it, when he was doing that, he was out cold, bro. That was just all reaction. He was out.
I would still love to see.
And Buster was ready. I watched the documentary on Buster Douglas.
Well, that's
he
fine.
worked.
But I would love to see an alternate reality where the mouthpiece didn't fall out and he had a chance to get his gloves set. He had a chance to get his gloves
out,
set.
bro. He was out.
Fine. But he wasn't out. I'll show you out. We'll watch the fight together. We'll see who's out.
Yeah, we'll see.
He will get knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
Get knocked out. All right. Well,
man.
we'll debate that later. So I appreciate the comments.
Appreciate the comments and you guys checking in, whether you're here now or if you're here in the future.
Right.
Don't forget to like. If you like it. If you don't like it, give us a thumbs down. It's okay. We're working on trying to improve the show every week. And as we go on, we're working on just getting everything improved and more of what we like because we are the outspoken ones. So
absolutely.
It's what we like, and we hope you guys decide you like what we like.
And remember, outspoken just bringing things to light, a topic.
True indeed.
Like F1 or Indy. I mean, it doesn't have to always be you're just because you're outspoken, you're always saying something that's terrible.
Right. Or egregious.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What's he see? He commenting some more over here. It's about Logan and Floyd fixed, no doubt, holding him up. More rounds equal more bread. Yeah. True
indeed. They're gonna make a lot of money on this fight. Oh, they're gonna make a lot of money on this fight, man.
2-minute rounds. It's supposed to be a real fight. Not a real. I mean, it's
sanctioned. It's a sanctioned fight.
Right. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think Tyson gets in there and chews him up. They were commenting back and forth in their little debate they were having on the stage with people asking questions.
Mm-hmm.
Tyson showing little clips, not full workouts. Little clips. But
right. He's hitting hard though, man.
Yeah, that's all he needs. A couple of them.
He's hitting hard.
A couple of them to the gut. So
yeah.
Well, look, appreciate everybody. Thank you. Make sure you like, subscribe, share it. whatever. Make sure you come here next Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Come check us out. If you got anything you want to talk about, put it in comments. Let us know. We do have social media channels, which are, semi getting going. I mean, we just got started. So you can check those out if you need to and reach out to us there. Everything's down below. You can how to reach us.
Yep.
So, Big, anything else, man?
Have a great week, folks.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Memorial Day in the States tomorrow. Be careful, everyone.
Oh,
And,
happy Memorial Day, y'all. Tomorrow's Memorial Day.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. It's a day of mourning, though. That's the thing. We've come to celebrate it, but it's to remember service members who died in war. So make sure you remember who keeps you safe, man.
That's right. That's a good point.
Freedom's a great thing to have, regardless of we've been a lot of tragedies in our history as well, some terrible things, but freedom is a precious thing, man, when you look around places. So, and some will argue that we're not free, which, there's two sides to every coin, right?
Absolutely.
We can
that
debate
ridge
that
that
next
goes
time.
around.
Yeah. But everybody be careful however you celebrate, and we will talk to you soon. All right, Big. Take care,
buddy.
bro.
You too, man.
Later.
Bye-bye.